Welcome back. Welcome back to Raw, Restoring Awesome Warriors. Gail, we're going to talk about some things tonight. And are you ready?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
ready.
ready?
I'm
Okay,
ready.
so today is my birthday.
Yep.
Say happy birthday to you,
Happy
Gail.
birthday,
Well, we're
Jackie.
going to get started in a few minutes, but I wanted to come on a little different today because both of us tired. We don't work all day, but being faithful to what we say we're going to do. You know what? We'll be right back.
Welcome, everyone. We're so glad to share this time with you. Get ready to restore your inner warrior.
Welcome back once again to the Raw Podcast, Restoring Awesome Warriors. I'm your host, Jackie H., and we have a co-host here, Gail Barron, the judge. You look bright today. Is that all that stuff for my birthday? I like you.
I was coming to celebrate.
You would celebrate with me today. Okay, so it look like there's balloons on it. What else is going on?
Just paint.
Paint.
Just paint.
Okay, all right. Well, how you doing today? How's the day going?
Oh well.
Okay,
Oh well.
all right. Well, it's been a blessed day,
Yeah.
and we turned this day into something that our dad used to do often and how they were raised us. You take your day and you give back a service day. So your daughter, Erica, asked me what was I doing for my birthday. So I let her know I'm going to spend it with the seniors and cook for them and have give back to them. And what's that statement they make now? They have a new saying.
Make it make
Make
sense.
it make. She told me to make it make sense. She didn't understand nothing about what I'm doing today. But when you do things that you love, um, I understand a lot of people do personal stuff for their birthday, but I believe in do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And
It's your birthday.
it's my birthday,
It's your birthday.
And to see the happy faces.
Yeah.
And to give back. I know it could have been another day, Erica. So, but it made sense at the end. Everybody had a good time, and now both of us ready to go to bed. But as soon as we get finished the podcast, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a day. But it was a good day. But I wanna talk about some things. Um, we always have subjects after an event or things happen, and I want to talk about preparation sometimes. And a lot of people was asking me, did you cook all that food today, or did you did all this, and how did you do this by yourself, or you could have told us about help. But one thing I learned in life is anything that you prepare for, you can have any kind of event or anything, but preparation is key. So I decided to do this, say 2 months, about 3 months ago. Well, I couldn't wait to the day to get ready
Right.
and start, right? So I think you can have anything that you choose to do, and the headache comes or the problem comes when you don't prepare, when you don't have a team. Now, I have certain people that I've been working with over the last 3 years, and you get to know your team. You get to know where to put people, who can do what. I'm talking about to make your job easier. So I'm pretty sure they don't mind me saying it. I'm just going to make an illustration if I can make it plain to what I'm trying to say. So I have a gentleman that worked with me too, our cousin Timmy and our brother Keith. Uh, After working with them for over 3 or 4 years, you know the strengths, you know the weaknesses. They know mine because we work that tight together that we know each other. Now, if I want someone to set up the food, the burners, making sure the food is hot, I know to direct that to Keith. Timmy don't do food. If I want tables set up, if I want cleaning, whatever that is, I'll direct it to Timmy. Because you make everyone job easy when you pull it together and everybody knows their job.
Right,
I don't wait to the day of to tell them what they're doing. When I know that I have an event, I start talking to them probably a month out. This is what I got for this date, and I'm planning on doing this, and I need you to do this. I need you, and we're gonna do this. Now you're gonna have hiccups, but you don't come in with your whole plan the day of or the day before. You can't work like that. That frustrates not only everybody's frustrated. So what our people were saying today, y'all are organized. Well, we wouldn't have had that statement if we had tried to pull together that day. Now, one of the guys didn't show up today, right? So knowing what his strength was, I was missing that strength today. So me and Keith was going back and forth, but I realized that this wasn't his strong. Some of the stuff that he was doing because he was filling in, it wasn't his strong point. Some stuff I was filling in is not my strong point. But you don't go fussing. I didn't go fussing with him because he was doing something that he wasn't used to doing. Somebody called off today and I had to put him in. We had to do double that person's job and our own job. So to keep the frustration down, I had to recognize this is not your strength. So I had other workers, volunteers today helping me, but I put them so he can be successful. Like you got to think of your team. If there's a team, nobody wants to feel bad about what they did and they happy about it. So that's all be on my mind. Make everybody feel good, look good, and put them where they can strive. So
well, that's I think that's a gift because everybody can't. Used to have a saying, you thinking on your feet. Everybody can't move on their feet, especially in, I don't want to say crisis, but when something, when an emergency come up, and like you said, you didn't have one person there, so y'all had to improvise.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, that's frustration to them.
Yeah.
And that they don't know how to adjust or think on their feet.
Right.
That's a gift, a manager, because you always have to be in that mindset. Everybody can't do that. And you will frustrate somebody, especially if they don't know how to do it,
right.
Not comfortable in doing it,
right.
And know you depending on them.
Yeah.
You can
and that's right. That's leadership. That's you have to think of what position you putting someone else in that's not used to doing that, maybe don't know how to do it. Mm-hmm. It was a couple people trying to put up tables. It might seem small to somebody, but if you never unfolded, put up a folding table and you got to put that ring up to make sure it don't fall. If you never done that, I can't look down and expect that you don't know how to put up a table. No, I don't. I don't know how to hang up balloons. I'm not a decorator. I had a lady that she done all the Don't ask me to decorate. You can't put up. It's more than just putting the tablecloth on the table. It's an art to it. It's an eye. I don't have it, so I tell people my weaknesses, and I don't mind that. My strength is in the kitchen. I'll put some dishes together. But as far, I don't even like to serve.
Yeah.
That's not my strength. I can do it if you call on me. But Jackie, let's get on the line. And it's not because I'm lazy, Gil.
I know
You know,
it's like Greyhound
yeah,
slogan. Go Greyhound, but leave the driving to
yeah,
us. If that's not your strength,
yeah,
if that's not where you flourishing, give it to somebody else so that we all can flourish
yeah.
together. Teamwork,
I
teamwork.
remember us when we sing, and I used to remember the musician always asking us, "Can y'all tell us what y'all doing?" Before we go, because you like the flow. There's nothing wrong with it, but their thing is our image. We don't want to seem like we stand up here and don't know what we're doing. But you always told them, if you practice the list, you should know at least 10 songs that we sang, and I'm going to pull it from
From
the list.
there.
But you can't expect somebody that is stepping in for somebody to know the list.
Yeah.
So we was conscious of that.
Yeah.
You don't know the song of the. So we thought about, you can't just put somebody. You don't know how to do that just because they're a musician. If they don't know the song, they didn't. But we looked out for that. So it's
And we
not.
governed ourselves accordingly.
Yeah.
When we had new people, I stuck to the list.
Yes.
But when I had people that know
you,
me,
you flow.
I
You
flow.
can do.
I
Yeah.
flow.
So it's like, if you know something is coming up, you have something yearly or whatever that is, and you know that this is going to happen a certain day, I think there should be meetings. We have meetings.
Yeah.
We get on Zoom. Timmy and them don't get on Zoom, but I'll talk to them. But it's constantly talking with each other. This is what we got to do by
Assuring.
we know, like, even 2 days before I'm studying, I said, I hope I'm not aggravating you all, but I want you to know I care about what you're going to do. And this is what we believe in time. If I say there's an 8 o'clock call, or like the day was 11:30. So everybody had to be here at 10. 10, not 12, not the, if you can't do the job, tell me, somebody got to do extra when you don't show up. So this is the things we talk about. Yeah, on my birthday, this is what I'm talking about. Event planning is not a joke. I don't care what kind of events you have. It's thought need to go into it.
Yeah.
Get your team together. And if you can't pull people out of a hat. You have to have a team. You might can have volunteers, but it has to be a core group. That's
right.
not, you have to have a core group. So I'm thanking God for the day. And those of you can have what you want. But when you see y'all look so happy, y'all smile, it's because it didn't just start today.
Not game day.
It's not game. We're not game day people.
You can't do that and expect your expectation will bring frustration, not only to yourself, but to those working with you, especially if the plan wasn't made clear. Like you said, you had volunteers.
Yes.
Well, your volunteers weren't necessarily a part of your team.
It wasn't.
So that expectation, you couldn't expect that out of.
But even with my volunteer, an hour before, I still made them feel a part of, because they didn't know the ropes.
That's leadership.
You know, you have your core team, but you got to make sure your core team know. Now, if my core team come up there and we don't know what we're doing, that's a problem. That means that it was no, you didn't have no
communication.
You didn't do things. If the core come up and don't know, that's something different. But my volunteers, but I make sure I'm on time enough to grab people that I can train. And I don't train them for everything. Look, to make you successful, the only thing I need you to do is pull the T. For you can be, what you know how to do? Oh, you could clear the table. That's all you do is bust. Make sure that the table. You have to have organization. You have to be organized. Nobody want to feel less than, and then you're gonna come fussing after. Oh no! I tell my workers, if they helping us, that you're not arguing at them.
Yeah.
They helping us.
Yeah.
Make them feel that we're thankful. And so it's just a lot. Today I always get a lesson out of everything I do, but that was important to me.
But one of your strong points are you are an innovator, and you can engage. That's another thing that people should have when dealing with a group too. You got to be able, like you said, pull. People were doing on the strength of you
Mm-hmm.
because of how you treat people.
Yes,
They
that's
may not know
important.
the job, but because of you, I'll try it. I'll put my
They go
effort.
out their way.
They go out the way for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So it's nice to be nice.
To be nice.
It's just
And if you don't know how, that's the first thing.
it's nice to be nice.
Before the job, your attitude,
Yeah,
how you, like you say, engage with people. People want to be thought of,
right.
and that's a relationship.
Hmm.
Even if you don't, there's people who work with me a lot. I don't even know their name, and then lady say, "I'll work with you any day." It wasn't because of anything else. It's because how you got to
Hmm.
treat people right. You got to. That's. Nobody want to work with
It's
a.
just
You know.
nice to be
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice to be nice. So I'm thinking. I don't know if y'all watching the podcast. Those who work with me today, thank you. Thank you for pulling in and filling in, and you did a wonderful job. And you got to tell people
Well,
thank
it's
you.
like we'll always go scripture on you.
Okay, all right, this.
But David in the cave of Adullam, he
Mm-hmm.
said all the guys that were brought to him was those in distress, those that was discontented, those that were in debt. But he pulled those people together and they became a great
A
army.
mighty army.
So when you it's your differential advantage.
Okay.
And when you in a people's business or whatever, you must have people skills. You
Mm-hmm.
must have social skills because you just have to when you're dealing with people from all walks of life
Yeah.
and you gotta know how to pull it together.
Let me say this. Sometimes I don't think people know what people's skills and things are. That don't mean sitting around bossing people around.
No.
You know, I'm a get in there and work with you.
Yeah.
Um, they laugh at me because sometimes they be ask the boss lady. I don't call me that name. I know what they mean. It's a respect. My thing is even if I am the boss, I know how to put my hands
Yeah.
in to help. So if you're just sitting around directing people everywhere and you just sitting back complaining, that don't that's a turn off for a lot of people. I get it. It's your program and I'm running this. Today the event was what I'm doing, but just to stand back and direct people all day as if like you can't put your hand. I'm a
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
supervisor. I'm a
A
working.
demonstrator. Yeah.
It don't. If anything that would please a worker more is to have that person in there with them. Oh, well, Jackie, you done hired all these people. Why are you working? I had that ask me all day long. Why are you doing this? Why not? I ain't come to supervise nobody.
Yeah.
We doing we. That's my mentality. That's how I work. But you could get people to turn over
Yeah.
anything to you and for you when you you say just nice to be nice.
And you get more bees with honey. I mean,
I don't sit around and just
nah.
supervise. You do that. You got, and I'm just standing there. Oh no, 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 no. So if anybody ever see me and you say that to me, I thank you for saying it. But I'm a working supervisor. I get in there with my people. I that that's why we have. I can call on them anytime. I can tell them a day ahead. And if they're not doing their people will show up for people cancel things for you. People do it's how you treat.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait till the day of. You can't wait till the day of and then fuss at people and then want to tell people what was wrong. Okay, well, if you see something going wrong, participate. Get in there, work with them. You know, I was telling Keith today, Keith, how you doing, bro? He's our brother. But he works, and Keith, anybody who worked with me in the kitchen, tell him, Gail, I I love a clean. My workspace got to be clean. We mess up for a while, but then we're gonna get it together. But I didn't have my cleaner today, so it was stuff all over the place. And maybe it's me. I just can't work in confusion or crumbs and everything. So my mom always told us, even when we cook,
Clean up while you going.
clean up while whatever you're doing, clean up. People eats. It people feel good about even if you can't cook, they'll eat from your kitchen,
Yes.
they'll eat from your home because they know you're clean.
Because you're clean.
That's important.
Yeah.
I'm dropping some gems here. No, you can cook your behind off. You can do a lot of things better than the next person, but nobody wants to eat from a dirty place. You don't desire that. So these are little things that can be your niche. Keep your area. Because if somebody walk in, they might not know you, but they know they see your work. Remember one time I had a prayer breakfast at the house? It was years ago. And my sister and them had invited some people. I didn't know them myself. So particularly when you invite someone to a home, a lot of people won't eat because it's in a personal home.
Right.
Now they don't know how dirty the restaurant and everything, but they tell you they go eat. No, I worked at a restaurant, so if you knew what went behind in them scenes, sometimes you probably would never eat nowhere else. But the lady said, "Could I go to the bathroom?" You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
She had just walked in. About 5 minutes later, she said, "Can I use the restroom?" She told my sister, what, a week later or whatever. She said, "I want to tell you something. I judge people by how their bathroom look." And she looked, and especially if it's in a house, she said she look around to see if you just cleaned up for the day to have your event. She went upstairs to that bathroom, not to go to the bathroom per se. She wanted to see how the house looked. I never forgot that. So I'm just saying, make sure these little nuggets that's important. When you're dealing with food, when you're dealing with particular food, it can be anything. Make sure it's conducive to the hard person that, what you got to say.
No, I was going to say, even on the strips of being nice
Mm-hmm.
and treating people, I had wrote something earlier.
Okay.
It said, how you carry yourself in a room determines how the room treats you.
Wow.
How you carry yourself
In a room.
in a room determines how the room
treats you.
treats you.
Wow. Just think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
So it's all about you.
It's all about you.
What you give off, you'll receive.
Right.
That.
It determines how the room, how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
People,
Yeah. Wow.
And then the other was, you don't burn bridges in a moment, being impulsive, and because you'll
lose some good people.
Cross the bridge first.
Okay.
And make sure you're on solid ground. Don't burn it, and you still got to cross.
You still got to cross.
Make sure you in the safe and solid ground before you burn
it. Wow.
So again, we got to think about what you're thinking about. Think about what you're doing, and we as a people, I guess, because sometimes we've been done wrong or whatever. Now I want to say what I gotta say. I want to do what I gotta. I'm grown. No, Daddy used to always tell us there is hereafter.
Right.
So no matter what you do or say,
yeah, Yeah.
Whatever it is, people gonna remember.
Right. Well, let me say something. We get back to that. I want to give you your props because I'm in a building that you used to, before your stroke, work at, and you brought me in Butter and my husband. Shout out to him on his heavenly birthday too, because both our birthday was on the same day. Um, he's supposed to be sitting beside me doing these podcasts. We had planned to do podcasts, but God knows I want him to know I'm still him and my mom and dad. We still carrying on, right? But you, 2014 or 12, this is a brand new building that you came to work at. Very new, and we got in because of being seniors. And you said to me, you said, but before I moved here, you knew most of the residents, and you used to throw trips and do things. And you asked us to go. We would be part of your team. We talk about the team again of the trips that you would take the residents and people on. And your reminder to us was, we're daddy's children. We're going to treat the people and help them. And I remember a particular trip that one of the residents used to hit. We went on that trip to be her friend because you knew how people treated her. I'm talking about relationship and establishing teams. I'm from your stock. Whether you don't act like me, I know where we came from. You have to know what you can do. I know, take the team that you know.
Right.
Whether you act like it or not, you came from Delhi Street. We should be, this is how we treat people. So when we finally moved in here, you used to feed the people. You knew who was hungry. And you told us, this is what we're going to do, even at your work. This was your job, but we're going to take care of people. Your niche and who you are follows you. Some people are like, I ain't doing all that with them people. No, if it's you and put on Christian to it, this is how you treat. You knew who was hungry, so we'll cook. We'll do the community room. Even when you worked at another PlayStation house, it was an empty apartment. We cooked, we fed the people. This is just what we do. But when you had your stroke, you had to go on disability. But you told us, don't forget the people. She the baby, she left us with an instruction to don't forget to treat the people. And we've been doing it ever since. It's nice to be nice,
Yeah.
but it's nice to have a team, even if the team is not here. So I wanted these people here, the ones that are left who remember you, everybody that comes in, they let them know that is the former manager's sister, and this is what she used to do. So your legacy, your kindness, the things that we was brought up doing, it held even if you're not here. So you saw that today. Every time you come and visit me, somebody always reminds her of what she used to do. You gotta be kind,
Yeah.
to people, no matter how they act. I'm pretty sure everybody didn't act nice. There was hard people that you had, but they remember how she helped them. So it's just a rehashing of teamwork, not being game day people, not when things don't go right to game day and you know you ain't practiced nothing, and then want to have a lot. No, get in there and make it happen. If you know how to make what you want happen, you got to get it. But I want to give you a kudos because I know you heard it today. People that you didn't even know that wasn't residents when she was here was walking up to her and said, I heard about you. Your sisters and them are carrying on. So you can even train others. You told us what to do. Can you carry out the assignment? Even if your boss or your super, you should have people that know who you are or what you stand for, that you don't even have to be present, and they should feel you. So these are nuggets, these are little things. Train your workers, your team, to whatever you want. If you know you're a person that get in there and work, you got a bunch of teamsters that stand around, no, I've seen that. I'm just being real today. This is my birthday. Can I say what I want to say?
Your birthday, do what you want.
I don't believe in that standing around supervising somebody and you can get in the help. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But then don't say nothing when stuff go wrong or if it didn't come out like you wanted, because you could train and you don't. We used to have Daddy used to do drive-bys,
Right.
dry runs.
Dry runs.
He didn't know how to read a map. But him and my mom would take a trip on the weekend or during the day to go to that place that he had to take his boss. So when that day came, or Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever he got to take it, he went straight there. And those guys thought, man, Mr. Right, you know the city, you know these. No, him and my mother, Friday or Saturday when they was off, went and did that so he can go there. And what I'm saying, we used to put up, I'm a cook. We'll put up stuff and practice like somebody. We get a few friends to sit around and practice how we're going to serve them, what we're going to do. You can't wait to game day to pull stuff out of a hat.
Right.
You got to make an effort to what you're doing. Come on, Gail, bring a couple of ladies over and I want my workers to serve them so they can get. And then another thing, when people give you their
opinion
or tell you how it went, what do you get mad for? You're not going to accept it? If I'm asking you to grade me on what we did and then you turn around and get mad because somebody gave you a truth, you got to be open to that.
Right.
That's
how you grow.
You grow. You need to work on this. You need to, Aunt Jackie, this was good, but this part you got to do something different. And I'm going to turn around and get an attitude? No. You helping me. So you got to be open for constructive criticism and go back and what y'all call it? Derek used to tell us, what is it?
PDCA.
PDCA. What does it stand for? I just know it was after you do something. Don't be too proud to have that review. Plan, do, PDC. Correct.
Plan, do,
don't get me to say
adjust.
Correct and adjust. Okay, I remember, but that's stuck in my head. Every time we get finished, I'll call them perhaps a day later, or sometimes we have it right after. What you think? How y'all feel about the day? Then we'll have someone on the outside to say what they thought. I take a customer. How do you think they were? And we don't be trying to be funny. It's how you get better.
It's how you get better.
Yeah. But okay, I didn't talk enough.
No, it's just so, and you need that. You need that.
Yeah.
Even what, it don't matter what type of relationship it is. You need to have that check and balance.
Yeah.
Tell me, and would that come from relationship, honesty? Because I'm not going to
hurt you.
Or
say something just to be.
I'm going to, even if it sound rough, not that it sound rough, but if some people get mad at the truth, because some people don't want to hear. They want you to. They ask you the question, but then they don't want to hear what you got to say.
So this is what I say. Don't tell me what we done good.
Right.
Some people just want to hear good stuff. We it was a success. But it was a success. I want to know all the things that wasn't right
and what we can do better.
Somebody could pat you on the back. This was good, and that's all you want to hear. Well, at least we tried. No, I don't want to try. We got to do it better. So get some people in your corner that gonna tell you the wrong thing, and your children is very good at it. No, and I appreciate it. I tell them, don't tell because I'm your aunt or because tell me what I need to improve. But you got to be ready and willing to hear it. Don't have all yes people. Don't have all people that agree with everything you do. Don't want to step on my toes. Tell me, Aunt Jackie, that was crazy. They talk to me like that. What was your plan on that one? That you didn't think you doing too much. That's the thing they tell me. You all over the place.
Right.
And you appreciate that. If you have a relationship with people, you like you say, they're not trying to hurt you, but it makes you better. So the next time we go out, let's adjust to this. I don't have to change the stuff that was good.
You always need those, because your two eyes can't see everywhere. Somebody else is looking for another angle.
Yeah.
So you need those trusted voices in your life that's going to tell you the truth.
Right.
It's the truth that's going to help you.
And it represents you. Those people that you hire, even our volunteers, they gonna come back and say you're a volunteer. That's reflection on your company, right, or your family, your church, whatever that is. It's not just the person who did it. Those people down there at Delhi Street, they put the right. Remember using the right family singers. People, it's, you have a reputation, you have a standard. So everybody who works for you is representing that company for the day. So
until you have time to train somebody, you do it. You used to always tell me, TD Jake said before he got his team,
he did everything. He said he sung, he prayed, he played the piano, and he got off the pulpit and beat his kids. Yeah. He did everything. He didn't have no staff. So you know how you want things to run, and then you got to show people sometimes. Sometimes you got to walk along with them and say, "This is how I do it." It's okay to tell people it's your company. Yeah. I tell everybody to come work with me. They don't even know Daddy, but I say I'm working in the honor of my father. So then that leads me to tell you about my dad. Whatever way I had to get it. You don't have to do what I do, but you're gonna follow it. That's my niche. Is my dad. My dad was a service, but his attitude and the way people just love Mr. Right.
Attitude.
It was his attitude. It was attitude. A lot of things he didn't even know how to do, but he could call people from any walks of life that would do it for him because of
his strength. And so I'm very particular about that, because I think about sometimes when having to go to, whether it's a gas company or the welfare, and the people behind the desk act like that you're getting, they own the service. Yeah. It's how you treat people. And that's what, service.
Greeters, ushers. Yeah. If you up front, you have a more special job. If you don't feel like working today, don't come.
Don't come.
Or tell someone, I don't need to be up front today. Maybe you could put me in the back. Be honest about it, because you reflect the whole company. I remember sitting in security, but I was a receptionist. And that's all I heard people say. Now, Gil, I didn't know how to work the computer, and we had to relieve the receptionist for their lunch. But only thing they can say, she might not know where to send me, but she was pleasant. I was proud of that.
Yeah. I think about
they know the job.
You used to always say when we were coming up, you told our former pastor, is this what being saved is about? Or, a guy, I don't want it.
I don't want this.
You don't want it because of what the representative.
Yes, ma'am.
You are the face, whether it's of your company, whether it's of your a ministry.
Yeah.
I even I remember Daddy even last what you gonna do about that slip. He will always, because you represent your husband, or your husband represents you, and so your children.
Yeah. Remember about our dirty strings? My mom didn't like dirty shoestrings. She said, "You represent me." She polished our shoes. The shoes represented her. It's a reputation. That's what they felt. So everything you do
is a representation
of something. So if you can't do it for yourself, do it for the company, do it for the ministry, do it for your family, do it for the vine. Yeah. Oh, we're time yet. Y'all remember that thing? Do it for the vine, and they slapped the crap out you. It's like, what vine? You just punched me in my face. That's doing for the vine? Okay. These kids got so much stuff going on, but I had a good day, and we're gonna keep on talking about little things. Remember, our aunt, well, we call everybody aunt because they was old, but Sister Libby in our church, she took us to a restaurant to train us etiquette class. How to eat with your fork. Don't put your arms on the table. Act like ladies. I'm talking about it's classes for everything. If you want to know, you can't be like that. Y'all had that class? Yes, yes, we had that class. She say that's not how you sit at a table. That's not the fork you use. I didn't even know it was two different forks.
It's three.
Three?
Yeah,
See,
because
I don't forget
went on
salad.
is it salad? Your whether you have a starter,
Yeah, yeah.
or
But what I'm saying, you
dessert.
can't assume somebody know.
Yeah,
She took us out to train us. I'm getting a charm school, y'all. I'm gonna start. You remember who was it? Monique.
Monique.
Monique had a charm school. Now you probably say, really, Jackie? Yes. Because if you don't know, you don't know. You can't assume everybody know. I have a family that tells me about different stuff, what to put on. What I don't know. I'm not a dresser. I say it all the time, but you can't be ashamed to get help.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do it, if you don't know how to boil water, a simple thing that you probably think you should know how to do, people just
Get
don't.
amongst. I learned a lot with just getting
Fellowship.
fellowship and getting amongst people.
Yeah.
They didn't know. I just got in the midst of them
Yeah,
and
you learn a
watched
lot.
them or
Right.
and stir up conversation.
Hmm.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I learned
And
a
people
lot.
are willing to help you. When they see that you're trying and you want to learn, you're going to find somebody that's going to take you on. Come on. Our friend Jeanette, you call it shadowing. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Alan Iverson say practice.
Practice.
You start practicing once you get out there. I learned a lot from the seniors.
Yeah.
Working with seniors, it was a lot I didn't know, but I get amongst them and they be themselves, and I
Glean
off of that.
Yeah. So don't. You're never too old to learn. You don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. Where we can switch off. You teach me something, I teach something. But I want to. I don't know how much more you have, but I want to keep iterating. Appreciate your workers.
Yeah.
Appreciate your team. If you don't have a team, organize one before game day.
Yeah.
You can't expect people to do something and you don't even know if they even know how to do it. And then you're not going to instruct them. And then you come with a lot of what should be done and you just standing around. We don't have stand arounds at Taste of Love Kitchen. If you want to open up your mouth to tell me what's not right, then come on and help me.
Right.
Let's get it right. It's only right. You got people that's willing to help you. And if we have a start time, come close. Those of you who go to work, some jobs after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you get docked. It's practice.
It's setting the standard. Set your standard from the beginning.
Because if you don't have one,
no,
nobody will respect you.
Everything goes.
No, if I tell the boys to be here at 8 o'clock, it's not 8:15, it's not 8:30, it's not 10 o'clock, and then come up with an excuse. And then you come in, you don't even get to work. You start fellowshipping.
Start talking.
Come on, you're already late. This is the standard I set for my company. Whatever what you got going on, you're not going to lose people because you enforce the rules.
No.
People appreciate you more and respect you more when you have a standard.
We used to tell our musicians all the time when they come to rehearsal, they're going to come late and they're going to start
talking. And don't even talk about the music, talk about something else. No, you already late. Shut it down. Let's get our rehearsal started.
Tune your guitar and let's go.
Let's go. But if you don't have, so when we went places, we can count on them. Because we set the standard in our rehearsal. We didn't wait to the performance. It was our rehearsal. If we said 7 o'clock, if you're going to get there 7:15 and set up all that stuff that you got to do, we start at 7. And we finish at no, set the standard. Set a standard. And anything that you have that people can just show up when they want it and do what they want. Nah. I'm old school, y'all. So I'm just talking. We got a uniform what we wear. Even if we're gonna wear black and white, whatever, you're not gonna come with purple. You're not gonna. They know me, but I treat them right. Treat people right and have your standard. Nobody can leave you. No, they talk about me when they leave, whatever they got to do. But when they show up on the floor, this is what we're gonna do. So I appreciate my raising,
Yeah.
rearing. I thank God really for my father and my mom. I thank God for our former church.
Yeah.
Because we didn't like it at the time. They rang a bell in terms of meditation time. You run across the lot. But my father believed in time. We had it. It's if you don't show up for nothing else, you show up for God. He put those principles in us. How are you gonna show up on your regular job on time for a man, and you gonna give God? That's how he talked to us. So we had a church started at 8 o'clock. Well, 5 minutes of he think you should be in your seat and meditate because you get ready to go before the king. Be prepared. So we knew that you could stay, you can mess around to 7:35 if you want to, but if you see all the right family from Delhashi, we was going across that lot, especially when we got old running because that's what he put in it. So I'm old school to that, and it relieves pressure.
And some things
Show
I'm
up.
not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let
I don't
go.
change. Yeah.
I'm still asked for the old way.
Yeah. I tell a lot of young kids, I say, you might not want to work for me because that's not going to do what you want to do. I'm not changing on that. Now, I'm going to treat you right. That's had nothing to do with it, but I have a standard.
Yes.
Keep the standard. Everything is going haywire in the world. Keep a standard. It's okay. It's no, and you're not going to lose. I have a lot of young people help me and work with me. I didn't lose them because I stuck with all their kids, all my nieces and nephews. They don't. Aunt Jackie don't play, and they show up. They show up for me
on time. On time.
If I tell them we doing something, I can count on them. You're not gonna lose. Keep your standard. Get a team. Do practice before game day, and treat people right. Treat people right. All right.
What's the saying? Early is on time.
Late.
Early is on time. On time is late.
Yeah.
And late is unacceptable. Because Daddy used to tell us, get there in time where you can take a breather. Maybe you want to get an orange juice. Whatever. Leave time that you can relax before you start the day, before you start whatever it is. You need that time. We used to beat at the church, the beat bell.
Yeah.
But it was discipline, and I appreciate.
That's when he let us on our own. We would run across that lot like that. But when we had to go with them, he left at 7:30. We live right around the corner from church. 7:30. That's the time. That's what I'm. That's what we work. That's what we did. But when we got a little older, and they let us walk, but we still knew that bell was going to ring 5 up. You can do whatever you want. We was dressing going across the lot.
That's integrity.
Integrity, that's all it is. It's
do when ain't nobody looking over your shoulder. Do the right thing all the time.
So you can show up at your job on time. You can show up at your church on time. You can show up at your interview on time. I had a lady. I went to get my license. I didn't know that I had the wrong. I didn't have the license with the star or whatever.
The real ID.
The real ID. Child, I was trying to get on the plane with the other ones. He said, you got to go there and order something because they ain't the real one. But when I went to get my real ID, the place opened up at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. I can't remember. But the lady who's supposed to be sitting at the front desk was running late. The place opened up at 8:30. She was running late. So it's 8:40. And she told nobody don't talk to her because she got to get sick. But the way she did it, I think I would have been okay that you're late. Can y'all give me? It's even how you speak to people. It wasn't our fault that you're late. But her thing was, I got to get my desk together. You're late, baby. You're late. So even if I have to wait till you get your desk, do it with a smile. Do it pleasant. I can take the lateness. I can take that. And if I got to wait extra 15 minutes, but because you're late, now you have an attitude. So that's why sometimes there's situations that people can't be on time. But some of this stuff is that you sit there. You sat there. You wasn't preparing. You're late because you didn't make an effort to be on time. It wasn't because nothing happened. But that's my birthday. Happy birthday to everyone who's August the 26th. Thank you, all those who celebrated with us today. Thank you. And I was glad to be of a service because that's what we do. If you can't serve, then what are we doing? You don't have to serve on your birthday. I hear you, Erica. Make it make sense. But it made plenty of sense to me because that's what I wanted to do on my birthday is give back. Now tomorrow or Friday, I might go celebrate my birthday. Some people celebrate a whole month.
I enjoyed your birthday.
Thank you.
No,
Why you enjoyed it? Come tell me, girl. I know you're gonna tell me.
I'm saying because if it wasn't for the opportunity to come back,
Okay.
I wouldn't have been able to see. I saw one of my residents that's 95
95.
years
And talk
old,
about you every time
and
I see
she
you.
did my heart
Yes.
some good. Cause to be in her right mind,
Yes, at
she knew
95.
my name. She
Yeah.
knew who I was. She
Yeah.
recognized. I seen a
Yeah.
couple of other ones, but they were like whether dementia
Yeah.
but I still
Yeah.
I see it was good seeing, and it was memory for me.
Oh, yeah.
They're older now. When I was younger,
Mhm.
and so but it was a pleasure. It made my day to see
So
some of
that's
them.
one. That was a plus, Erica. It made your mom day on my birthday. Okay, make it make sense. No, no. I'm glad you because they've been asking about you. So to make your day and you made their day. That's how it works. So that was a happy.
Reciprocity.
Yeah, that was a good birthday for me. So that's all I have today. That was my what was the word? PD.
PDCA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was my
It's
PDCA.
just
I did it
nice
live.
to be nice.
It's nice to be nice,
It's just nice to be nice.
and you have people turning over tables for you. You have people turning out their pocketbooks for you. You have all that. When you treat people well, not a put on, treat them well at all times. The lady said, every time I see you, you're smiling. But it ain't every day I feel like it. Who want to smile every either you do you it's nobody happy every all the
Yeah.
time. But I make sure if you come in my presence, if I can't do it, stay from I learned
Yeah.
that. Don't go up front. Don't be out in the open if you don't feel well today. Just hey tag. It's your turn.
Mm.
I need to be in the back.
If you're agitated,
Yeah.
irritated,
Yeah.
let someone else take
And there's
over.
times you wake up in the morning that you just don't feel like being bothered with people. Let's tag out. Tag out, all right? I hope you got something out of this podcast. It's all love. It's
Yeah.
all love. If you can't take constructive criticism, I don't want to come on here and be happy. This is raw. This is the raw podcast. That's the way we do it. That's what we talk about. The things that nobody else don't want to say, I'll say it. And I'm going to say it in love because we all need help. What was my takeaways? Get a team before the day of the event. Give clear instructions before the day of the event. Know who's working where before the day of the event. Be polite, even if I forgot what you told me to do. Be okay with, okay, let me instruct. And just realize everybody don't know how to do everything.
Yep.
And if you're the leadership, I can't be coming at 12 and I told everybody else to be here at 10. If anybody who works with me that know me and they can vouch for me, I'm not just saying that to be funny. I beat them there. I beat them there. So they don't have to be worried about where's can you call me boss lady? Where's she at? No, I'm there. That's I give so there's just little things. Being on time.
Remember the golden rule.
What's the golden rule, Gail?
Do
Look in that
unto,
camera.
do unto others.
Do unto others.
As you will have others to do unto you.
No.
Remember when the lady at the market was talking to Dad at that time, and you was ready to go in,
And
but
I was young, y'all. I was young. Yeah. The lady was disrespecting my dad. Yeah.
but he told you you don't know what kind of night she had. You don't know what she dealt with before. Somebody didn't teach her that. Well, mommy told us your attitude determines your altitude. So whatever you getting off, it's going to affect you one way or the other. So just be nice. Just be nice.
That was training for me because I had to go outside and take a breather because I wasn't having it. If y'all know my dad, he was nice to everybody. I haven't seen a day that he. So for her to be acting like that at that grocery store, and he trying to talk to her and she being nasty, it was a cashier. But he pulled me. He said, "Let it go. We don't know what type of day she had this morning and nothing." So that's the training we
Yeah,
had, and
yeah.
but all's good. Gail, thank you, um, Judge, and we're going to be back next week with another topic. But as we always end our podcast saying, love
Love
God,
God.
love
Love
family,
family.
work
Work
hard,
hard.
and be
Be
kind.
kind.
You have any announcements you want to make, or you good?
I'm good.
Okay, all right. Well, talk to you all later. Have a nice evening. Be blessed. And eat the cake.